Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the Black Family Business Show. I'm your host, Malcolm. Thank you guys for joining me. So this is 2 episodes in 1 week. I told you I'm gonna be a little bit more consistent, and this episode came because I'm working on a new like A to Z program to help family businesses go from starting, like, not having an idea to having a thriving business. And I got to the section where I'm talking about paid advertising, Facebook ads and things like that. And I got like really frustrated, not because of the material of me teaching the material, but of just because of how every time I talk to people who are aspiring entrepreneurs, or people who have a business idea that they want to start with their family, or somebody who has a business with their family, every time I mention advertising or paid advertising, they freeze up. They gotta go talk to their wife. They gotta go talk to their husband about it. They gotta go pray about it. It's always something, and I'm like, yo, if you can't even invest in other people seeing your business, you have no chance. I've said on this podcast, on this show before, that if not having an audience, as a small family business, not having an audience is a huge problem. Huge problem. If that's number one, not investing in paid advertising is like 1A. And I'm being very serious about that. And that's because if you have no way of reaching new people and reaching a new list of buyers, if you have no way of getting your brand out there, then you have no chance. You will be treading water at best. And that means that the people you already have, the small little pool of buyers that you might already have, that means they are continuously buying. That means you're just treading water. You're just kind of breaking even, right? So this episode, I want to talk about paid advertising and its role in your business. Okay, so first off, why do small businesses need to advertise? But before we get into any of that, if you have a small family business or you want to start one and you want to grow it, I have a free suite of courses and trainings for you. All you have to do is go to blackfamilybiz.com/income. That's blackfamilybiz.com/income. So let's get into it. Why businesses need to advertise. Now, a lot of times when I talk about paid advertising to people, it's immediately assume that it's not for them, or they have to be a big business like McDonald's, Walmart, and things like that to advertise. And that's really just not the case. A lot of those businesses are huge because they are able to advertise. It's not the chicken or the egg thing. There is correlation into spending a lot of money in advertising and getting your business, the exposure it needs to getting people in the doors, to getting people to buy your products. It's a real simple correlation. Okay, very, very simple. Now, this is what I really want to stress. Your business, your service, your brand can be horrible. But if you're able to initially spend a good amount on paid advertising for a lot of people to at least see it, you'll make some money. Now, I truly believe that your reputation of your bad business, of your bad product and service will catch up to you, and you'll have really, no business after that. But the point is being that advertising is a numbers game. If you get enough people to at least see and understand what you have often, it's not a one-time thing either. If they are continuously seeing your brand and your product, your service, then they're more likely to find a need if they need that in the right time. If they need that product, if they need that weight loss product, if they need that hair product, if they need that business product, right? So if you get enough people to see it, you'll have a better chance of making some money, right? But the thing is, you need people to see it. That's why I said you need an audience, because that's a built-in way to get people to see it. But what if you run that audience, not run it dry, but what if your product becomes stale to that audience? Is because you're not gaining any new people. And the best way to do it, the fastest way to do it, is to pay for advertising. Okay? Now, why don't small businesses use paid ads. Now, I can speak to my community. Okay, black man. I have a black family business, and I deal with a lot of people who are, black family businesses. I deal with a lot of people who have a business already or want to start a business, right? And the reason I come in, the common reason I come into contact with a lot of people who don't want to run paid ads is that because they don't see the immediate ROI, return on investment, when using paid ads. Now, I don't know what it is, right? So our culture, just not even black, but our culture, we like to spend money, get something in return. Obviously, we spend money on a book, right? I want my book, right? I spend money on a product, I want the product, whatever it is, right? So when it comes to paid advertising, sometimes you might not see that immediate return, and that frightens a lot of people. Granted, I understand that. But the thing is, you don't learn how to do something by just not doing it. You learn how to do something by doing it. I've lost a lot of money on paid ads, but I've made a lot of money on paid ads as well, because I've learned how to do it, and I've taken the time out to learn how to do it. So that comes into the next thing, which is like, take the time out to study these ad platforms: Facebook ads, Google ads, TikTok ads, LinkedIn ads. There are a lot of different social media platforms that have ad managing platforms as well now. Okay, so whatever you feel that your particular brand or product will be suited for, take the time to learn how to run ads there, because that can mean the difference in between you shutting down within a year or less, or you having an actual flourishing business. So my podcast that I do with my dad, the UrbanX podcast, we've been running for now almost 6 years now. And a few years ago, 2021, we started a service where we, if you have a business, you can create a 1-minute commercial, and we'll show it on our podcast that we film live twice a week, every month, right? So our podcast does, I'm gonna get a calculator out real quick. Let's say a month, we average, let me actually pull up the stats. So this month alone, our podcast, or last month alone, our podcast did 231,000 views collectively. Okay, now our show, we do it live, like I said. We have almost 17 to 1,800 people watching us live. We take 2 commercial breaks. We have 3 commercials per break. Okay, and that gives your brand the opportunity to get in front of 231,000 people. And then we have a lot of repeat viewers, of course. So that even works even better, because the more you see something, the more you realize, I might need that. I might need whatever it may be. And our price for and I'm going to share this now, because we're actually stepping away from, because we're going to use our own ad space, because why not? Other people are not using it. But our prices were like $300 a month. Right, to be seen, to have your brand seen in front of potentially 231,000 pairs of eyeballs. Now, that number could be different, because it's not 231,000 separate people. That's not the case, right? But just think of the pure volume here. Okay, now, to anybody else, that price is a steal, and I mean a steal for your brand to get some notoriety, right? So, and then we have your link in our description as well. And what we started doing is, if you advertise on our platform, we would interview you on your story, on your brand, so people could get a more one-on-one connection with you as the face of the brand, as the CEO, as the founder. So you're even more likely to gain some traction. And at least make your money back. At least, very, very least, make your money back. And we started this in 2021, and it's 2024 now, and we've practically begged people to advertise with us. Begged people. I mean it. We've had people, as a matter of fact, email us, break down our door, wanting to advertise with us sometimes, right? Somebody sent 4 or 5 emails. We sent them our rate sheet, and then I gotta get back to y'all on that. I gotta. Oh, I don't know, man. Can we just do, one show? Can we just advertise for one show? And I'm just like, yo, dude, if you understand the value here, if you understand the value in being in front of as many people as we have that consistently watch us. I know some bigger channels than us that don't pull 1,700 people that come in live twice a week. They might have 150,000 subscribers and maybe get 600 people to come and watch them live. And we've built a relationship with our audience that they know every Monday and Thursday we're going to go live. And we send out email alerts, text alerts, and everything. And 1,700 to 1,800 people come in faithfully. And you have the opportunity to get your brand, your hair kit, your makeup, your workout services, whatever it is, in front of that many people live twice a week, every week for a month. So that's 8 shows right there, right? And you don't see the value in that. Then I dare say that your business is not really going to go anywhere. Because one time, I'll give you a quick story. One time my dad, and this is 2021, my dad went to a podcasting event in Atlanta. And the guy who was hosting the podcasting event, I'm not going to mention his name, but the guy who was hosting the podcasting event has a huge platform. My dad told him how much we were charging for our ads because we had just started it. He looked at my dad like he was crazy, like, what? It was July of that year. He was willing to buy out the rest of the year just for his ads because he saw the value in it. And he saw how much we were undervaluing our prices, but we turned them down because it wasn't just about the money for us, because we could have did it and it would have been fine. Like, okay, fine. But we wanted specifically those slots to help small black businesses. We even have, if you advertise with us, you can go on our website, UrbanX.nyc. You can go on our website, and we have a section where all the businesses who have advertise with us, we have a directory with their email addresses, with their information, with their websites and stuff like that. So, and based on what category they fit in and stuff like that. So I'm like, yo, I don't understand how people don't see the value in this. You get what I'm saying? So advertising is important. So important, right? So the thinking behind paid ads, and this is the reason why a lot of people get caught up, is because they're thinking, if I put $300 in, that I want, at least my money back, or I want to make at least double or something my money back, because they think, investing is, put something in and getting some. Sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes you're buying leads. Sometimes you're getting people on your email list, and then you can sell to them afterwards. Or what a lot of people don't realize they have to do is you have to reinvest that money back into your business. That's the game. The game is putting some money. The game is putting some money back into advertising, making some money back, and not taking all that money and just saying, okay, I'm good. No, you have to put some of that money that you just made back into advertising, and then the cycle continues. Sometimes if you make more, you can invest more money, and then like that, and it goes back and forth, and that's the game. That's the thinking behind it. Everything is not an immediate doubling or tripling of your money. It can happen. You can get an ad that hits. It can happen, but I want to kind of articulate the thinking behind using paid ads. Now, in this training that I talked about, like that I'm creating, I go way deep into paid ads. I even show you. I even screen record myself putting together a Facebook ad campaign, so you can get all the the terminology, and to get all the tactics, and press this and what not to do, and what to do and what not to do. I even do that as well. But I wanted to take some time out to do this episode because it is that important. Now, I have some books here that are some great resources to use on paid advertising. This book right here, $100 Million Leads by Alex Hormozi. If you can see that right there. Great book. This is book 2 of his series. He's a really amazing entrepreneur. You should go read that. The Godfather of Direct Response Marketing, Dan Kennedy, Magnetic Marketing. Great book. Donald Miller, Building a Story Brand. Great book. And this goes into just your marketing messages, not paid ads specifically, but just your marketing messages. Because the mistake a lot of people make is that they make their brand about them and not about the customer that they're trying to serve. So this is a great book just to read it. Okay, Marketing Made Simple, again by Donald Miller. And then we have Traffic Secrets by Russell Brunson. He is the CEO of ClickFunnels, right? Now, you don't have to use ClickFunnels. I don't know. I've never used ClickFunnels. Matter of fact, I have. And really good service. I think his books are amazing, though. They're very simple, very digestible. I finished these books, .com Secrets. Look, I finished this in almost like 2 days of reading straight through because they're really, really good. Expert Secrets. So his whole series, as a matter of fact, really, really powerful stuff. You should go read it when it comes to marketing and things like that. And there's another book right here called Guerrilla Marketing Remix. Really great book. Because a lot of people, and I got kind of caught up in this as well. When you start a business, you just want to think of yourself as the creative, as the CEO, as the founder, whatever it may be. But you have to think about yourself equally, especially starting out equally as a marketer as well. And paid advertising is a huge part. Okay. And I don't want to discount organic marketing either. That's YouTube, that's Instagram, that's, Facebook, that's, word of mouth. That I'm not discounting any of that, but paid advertising with, equal parts organic marketing is a monster. Like, you are shaping up to be a really formidable business that is really, built for the long haul. So this year specifically, with my family business, we had a real deep talk at the end of last year, to prepare for this year, that we were going to spend heavily on paid advertising this year. Heavily. So you might see our stuff everywhere this year because we understand the significance by it. And what we did years prior to, let's say if we did 4 parts, let's say it's 5 parts of, if we did 4 parts organic marketing, we did 1 part paid advertising, and then sometimes we did 2 parts paid advertising, 3 parts organic marketing. This year we plan on doing a lot more paid advertising and a lot more organic marketing, so we can have that 2-headed monster I was just talking about. So where our business is legit everywhere, no matter what you do, you're gonna see Black Family Biz, you're going to see UrbanX somewhere. You're going to see all of it because it's that important. And I wanted to take this opportunity to show you and to kind of stress that to you so you can have an amazing business and have a real chance of standing out when it comes to building your business. So with that being said, this has been another Black Family Biz podcast episode. Thank you for joining me. And like I said before at the top of the show, if you have a business right now, or if you're struggling with your business, you want to learn more on certain topics like podcasting and things like that, I have a suite of free courses for you, completely free, available to you. All you have to do is visit blackfamilybiz.com/income, and it's another free training in there that I'm on a framework that I call it the FAM method, FAM, the FAM method. Like, see, family, fam. See what I did there? That goes into the psychology surrounding my whole philosophy when it comes to building a family business, one that actually makes money and one that's not a hobby. That's in there as well. So blackfamilybiz.com/income, completely free. All you have to do is put in your name and email, and that's it. So that's it for this episode. Thank you for joining. I think I like the 2 episode a week thing. I feel, really invigorated when I do one of these, and I want to do another one right after. So instead of waiting a week, I'm just gonna let these things go, and I will see you guys on the next episode. I'm not even gonna say next week, on the next episode. All right, peace.